You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Again.
You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Women's
games.
Finally is here. Ooh, la, 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 la. Let's talk about the big game. Arsenal are in the Champions League for the first time since 2006. A whole 20 years since last they were in the Champions League.
Finals.
In the Champions League finals. Okay, sawa. In the Champions League finals. I think they deserve to be there. I think this is going to be it's not going to be the final of last year where Inter Milan just opened their legs. But I am also worried. Guys, I'm worried. Declan Rice says he's not sleeping because of the Premier League trophy. There are certain players who still look drunk 3 days later since we won the league. And I feel like that might be a downside for us because I feel we'll not be prepared well enough. PSG have been practicing corners. Nimeona bana hao wamekuwa 2 weeks break. They have been practicing corners, practicing to play us, probably learning videos about our tactics. So see game right.
So are you conceding?
Sija concede lakini first of all it doesn't matter how the result goes because Arsenal ilishashinda ligi. But I think we are going to beat PSG.
It doesn't matter. We draw that I mean really.
It has. I have to convince myself.
When I was telling Liverpool that PSG are different levels, they didn't believe me. You asked them what they saw. Did they even score a goal? All right. So honestly, this is gonna be a very interesting fixture. It's a final, so it's attack versus defense in a way. Okay. So, but here's the thing. PSG's attack will be put to test, but your defense also will be put to test. Yes. So it's the attack putting your defense. So guess where the goals will be?
See, our attack will also putting their defense into question.
Which attack?
Very relax.
Guess where the goals will
the attack? Saka attack. Havertz attack. Havertz will score a hat-trick this game.
Maybe will try.
Havertz will score a hat-trick.
Okay, Havertz scored in Istanbul. And Man City
is going to also score in Budapest.
You know when Pep was talking about the work, and the journey, he talked about Istanbul on that night when the fans went there and they lost it. You know.
Oh, well, we won it at Istanbul.
Okay, yeah.
We lost it at Porto.
Porto, right? Porto, yeah, or whichever. Now, here's the thing.
Arsenal will need it at Budapest. Anyway, continue.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, PSG are levels, all right? So one thing that Arsenal need to do is get their defense in order and get their tactics right. Because 2 things are gonna happen. If you don't score enough goals in this game, you're going to be done.
We don't score enough goals. So we are going to concede. You have conceded, we are going to concede.
You must.
You must concede.
Because ideally, Arteta would try and be a bit pragmatic. He wouldn't want to attack. He wanted to drag the game a little bit later to the later stages. But now, when you guys now are trying to open up, that's where the problem will be. Because PSG love it when you guys now feel like now you need to open up and chase the game and try to. But if you play a defensive throughout, you might have a chance.
Here's the question. Is it the case of the game is advantage to the one who scores first?
No. PSG would score regardless. So I don't really think it's a thing of who will score the first. Because ideally you might score the first and you might try to defend. But if you try to defend, you will invite more pressure, and you might actually concede more.
But spaces will also be there for us too.
So spaces will be there for you, but here is the problem. we have seen scenarios where you guys lead 1-0 and you haven't done much. You guys love protecting the 1-0 lead more than scoring a second one. That's the problem. But PSG, when they score, they're not gonna go back defend. They're gonna come back.
Yeah, look for another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the problem. And now, when they score and you guys now want to play open, now that's the problem. You guys would need to stay put. Even if they score, try and minimize the chances. And hopefully you'll get maybe a chance to level, because the game can open up at any point. But at no point should you guys feel the need to go and attack, as in just try open up, because that's gonna make you will try to play into their way of play, and they will outplay you.
Okay, let me add this, or let me put this. Amadan, you want to speak first?
No, you just put them.
So for me, let me delve into how the weakness for PSG is, according to how I saw we played them last season and what I've seen from them this season. Last season we created a lot of chances against this PSG team. Donnarumma was the X factor. We can all agree with that fact. And from what I saw, and I think they have also carried that into this season, when they are pressing, kila msana come. Like everybody is coming to you. But in as much as they do that, it's very easy for you to lose the ball. And if you lose the ball, they will kill you, because everybody is now in attack mode. Okay, once you lose it, they have like 5 guys running at you. But if you have a player who will be able to turn against that pressure, a player who will be able to hold the ball and evade that 1v1 press, then the space open up. And that is where I feel we can attack, we can get the weakness from PSG, where once they press as a team, we are able to turn. And I feel if Lewis Kelly plays, he might be a crucial factor in this, because he's able to get the ball, turn with the ball. And once he is able to turn, and also Declan Rice with his runs through midfield, I feel those two people will be very crucial in helping us exploit that weakness in PSG. Now, I will also add this. In the Bayern game at Allianz Arena, PSG didn't press as much. PSG didn't go all out as much. So those chances of turning were not as much. But it was just a one game off. I don't know if they will also try to do that in the final, or it was just for that game. So it is something of a question. The second weakness I've witnessed from PSG, they're not very good on the aerial, so that is crosses and long balls and whatnot. And here is where I feel we can exploit them. I feel with Havertz and Merino probably coming back, that is a potential weakness. We just let them press, put a long ball to Havertz, and have we can even play a Havertz and Gyökeres, or Havertz and Arana. We just have somebody else running off Havertz, and I feel Havertz wins the ball, and now we'll have a 2v1 or something, or a 2v2, because when Havertz wins and everybody was pressing, that means the space is there, so he can lay it off to somebody else to go for the ball, whether it's Eze or it's somebody else. And I feel that is another very big weakness. Here is where I feel PSG are very strong. I feel they are very good on the wings, and I feel Timber will be crucial for us, because Kvaratskhelia on the wings against Mosquera isn't an appealing. It's not an appealing watch. I think he might cause damage to Mosquera, and that is a potential weakness for us. The key thing is, will Timber be back, and will he be fit enough to play a significant part in the final? Because I feel if he is, then we are not too bad. Due against Calfiori, I think I would prefer Hincape, but Calfiori also offers us a bit in other ways. Due will also be another. That PSG attack, all of them are just nightmares, because Due will also cause us problems with his runs and the way he dribbles and his close and his shots. Dembele is also dangerous with his runs into the box. Now you see the Gabriel and Saliba are used to playing with people who like wanna lean towards the defender, so wako like tunasukumana, but now Dembele is in midfield, and then the next time is running off your shoulder going to try and score, and I feel Gabriel will struggle the most hapo, not Saliba. So that is a potential weakness they may exploit. I feel we have an advantage in midfield. I feel midfield yetu tuko sawa, but bado pale Vitinha na Naniwa na Neves wanaweza piga pasi mbili za kutumaliza. So game of fine margins. PSG have the quality, I think we have the team. PSG have the quality, we have the team. Let's see how it goes.
Both of you guys have the team. It's an issue of like who will take their chances, honestly. But at the same time, the only thing that I would say, Arsenal, you should be defending at all times. Because honestly, PSG on a counter, they are the worst nightmare.
Yeah, true.
You don't want them. You don't. Umaisikia kuna this time when Pep alikuwa anasema sometimes akiona team imepack basa anawaachia ball kwanza wakuje, alafu anawapress, wakilose ball ni hivyo. So PSG, you guys can say you are good on a corner, but if you don't score and upate Kvaratskhelia huku, Doué huku na wanachapiwa Bakola ko somewhere in between, then they are being given those guys, utapata hata Hakimi anacheza huko wing. So there are like 4 wingers. And now that's the problem. That's why you guys should be defending at all times and hoping that they will not have enough chances to exploit, because I mean really, this guy who's called Vitinha, I don't know why in the Premier League he wasn't being such a revelation. Yeah.
With a bad manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for me, the last time we were here, we asked Kevo to choose between the Premier League and the Champions League. He was unable to choose, but I think the fate has chosen for him already. Because for the Champions League, I don't see them winning. For me, I think this game will be won by a magical moment, and I think PSG are able to produce more of these moments rather than Arsenal. Given how Arsenal has played their last 2 games of the Premier League, it's not convincing enough that they're ready to play in the... They're ready for PSG. Whereas PSG has time to rest, they have time to re-strategize, watch. Yeah, so for me, I just think... it's good that Arsenal go to the finals, but yeah, this is where the journey ends for now. Maybe they try again another time. But champions of Europe, and they'll never sing that.
They don't have Enzo Maresca.
Exactly.
I mean, really, it's kind of weird how Enzo Maresca schooled these guys and they didn't even
PSG were not even serious.
Yeah.
They were not even serious. It was more about PSG not being serious.
No, like, honestly, like, as much as you would say Enzo Maresca, PSG wasn't serious, I mean, really, Enzo Maresca was a big game manager, and even there are many instances where you'd say he just stand up. So, I mean, I don't know whether Arteta has this sort of tactics in his sleeves where he can pull up one, but we'll see. But what I've come to realize, in a final, you can never disqualify. I mean, really, this is just me giving you more hope so that you can crash harder. We can never write off Arsenal because it's a final. It's a one-off game. Maybe the referee can decide to turn a blind eye. Maybe, like, anything can happen. Yeah?
Okay.
Anything. It's a final.
Personally, I think without the involvement of VAR, it's gonna be a walk in the park for PSG. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be a hater or I'm always biased or I'm bitter. No. We all thought Inter would do it.
Yeah.
And then
even the defense did not.
Chelsea caught them off guard because they were fatigued. You saw the calendar. You saw how many games Hakimi had played.
Even Chelsea played a lot of games.
Not as much.
How many?
So nakumbuka hata Maresca alinyamazishwa akisema Club World Cup, we've played many games. Kidogo ndo PSG have played more. And he swallowed his... I remember that tulikuwa hapa Club World Cup. You were in that batch. Lest you forget. It's less than a year ago.
Okay.
I'm not a hater, but mwenye macho ambui tazama ama kuna shitka hiyo.
Iko.
PSG is gonna cook. This is a lost daughter, Luis Enrique, fully backed by the ultra PSG fans. Ama ni PSG ultras. The worst mistake you did ni kufika hiyo finali. That's what Inter did pia last year. Walifika hiyo finali in the expense of Barcelona.
I mean,
Imefika hiyo finali at the expense of Atletico via Barcelona.
Maybe this final will expose UEFA in general. Like how did they?
I am fully. You guys, you know what? Each one of you who thinks Arsenal will beat
No. I was
PSG, I want you to give me a dare, and I will complete that dare.
okay. So I was gonna say, Arsenal are gonna know why their side was pretty much easier.
Thank you.
Than the other side of the
Lest we forget
of the UEFA, because I mean really clearly they got to the final, and probably did you guys even consider goal?
Yeah, the last game of the group stage, Atletico penalty.
Group stage, that's the last time you conceded.
Atletico penalty, yeah.
And it's a penalty, you see.
The floodgates will open.
Okay.
No, and don't be humble. It's gonna open for real. if you believe
PSG loves having an English breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Look at every English team they faced by the Club World Champions final.
Bitter meal for PSG, but anyway, let them taste, and then they will realize how bitter we are.
I mean, really,
that haram ball shenanigans is not gonna work.
It's okay. Who says that it's only a rumble that Teta knows how to play?
Really?
Wenda uko jo ulale.
Anything else on that note, guys?
We will be there. To be confirmed. But check socials. But to be confirmed, hii game itashikiwa Sky Bristol. Your host will be Kiarie. Tutamtag pale atasema, tutapost, will be there. And come along, let's hit watch. Let's all sing You'll Never Sing That.
You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Again.
You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Women's games. It's okay. Tufanye zile short sasa.